right? And I think that a lot of these songs are usually from the early part of love.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? So even like a song like Given, You Just Can't Win, it's
but once again, people will take that and take it at face value and just run with it. And try
and it should always be, it's not always going to be like that. That's for damn sure.
Good luck.
That's for damn sure. It's going to start like that. Y'all going to be on top of each other every 5 seconds. And then, listen, life happens. We gotta get this money. We gotta listen. I'm just saying stuff.
You niggas going through a lot. I can tell. Like it's cool.
Welcome back, everybody. Bridge to God. My name is Nikki.
I'm Ross on the mix.
And we got Saturday in the building. I feel like I've not said that in a while.
Oh,
hey, he's just like, I don't know, I'm here, maybe. Am I? And today we're going to Motown, Hitsville, USA. My ass. This is one of my favorite eras of music. Oftentimes people, they always ask, what era do you wish you were born in or that you lived in? And people always say, like, I wish I was a teenager in the 90s. And then I would say, like, I kind of was, like, going between the 90s and the 60s because Motown, because this type of singing, because these type of songs and soul. And then somebody reminded me, it might not have been that great for you in the 60s. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot it. But anyways, we digress. The album that we're doing today, though, was a classic. Marvin Gaye and Tammi Terrell's 1968 duet album, You're All I Need. This is actually their second duet album, and Tammi Terrell actually got pretty sick after this, like sicker than she had been up until then.
What was the first duet album?
I don't remember the name of it, but it's the one that had Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Okay, you say okay. My bad. I misunderstood.
What do you mean?
I thought you said this is the second duet album that we cover. No.
This is their second duet album. Yes.
My fault.
All good. So the hit track from this album, the hit title track, You're All I Need to Get By, you might notice that rapper Method Man and Mary J. Blige have their own rendition that they did 25 years later. That's also a very popular rendition of that song. And their rendition actually won a Grammy for Best Rap Vocal Performance by a Dude Group in 1995. So 25 years later, it was like repurposed and recreated, and that's what I love that music does. Like, and that's what it should always do. So, like I said, it was released in August 1968, and there are three hit singles on it, written by Nicholas Ashford and Valerie Simpson. Yes, Ashford and Simpson were a very big writing duo for Motown. They wrote a lot of the hits, and they had a very signature writing style that was very colorful, very intricate. They painted pictures, which I love, and Tammi and Marvin just brought them to life. It's just, I'm excited to get into it. There's a few little details that I'll get in as we talk about the album, but it's not always happy. But I will just say this, preface this, and a lot of you may already know that Tammi Terrell passed away at the age of 24 in 1970, so a couple years after this album, but she really it deteriorated after the album released. But let's start off. We don't have to go on a somber note already, but it's the fact. It's the fact that happened.
That's a crazy way to start.
She did that.
Yeah.
I mean, we can also talk about Marvin Gaye's death too. So
let's not do that.
Let's not do it yet.
Let's talk about life.
Let's talk about life. And
we're gonna talk about music.
In life, you fall in love, and you might sing something like "Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing," which is the first song, written by Ashford and Simpson. I will say when it's written by them, and there are a couple of other writers on the album, but mostly, especially the hits on this album, were written by them. It's incredible. This song, I love it because of the pictures that it paints between fake and real. Like, it's like, I have these pictures on my wall, but they're not you. I have these letters, but the letters ain't you. You know what I mean? And I miss your warm embrace, your love. The going back and forth of it between the two of them. I always felt like maybe they were a couple behind the scenes. I know, like, that's never been confirmed, but you feel the chemistry from jump, from song one. So I love it. Upbeat, joyful, heartfelt.
It sounds like when I listen to it, sorry, the way I could describe it sounds like a walk in the park, A nice sunny day.
Yeah.
Birds are singing and all that.
Yeah, I can see them. I can see you singing in the park to your lover.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, very sunny,
Very sunny. Like that, describe it as upbeat, joyful, heartfelt. It became a hit within weeks. Eventually peaking at number 8 on the Billboard 100 and number 1 on the Hot Soul Singles chart, which I don't think is the chart that exists anymore, but definitely dope for that time. I want to say that, like, some of the lyrics I sent out, I got your picture hanging on the wall, but it can't see or come to me when I call your name. Like, you know how vivid that is? I got your picture hanging on the wall, but it can't see or come to me when I call your name. I realize it's just a picture in a frame.
Them niggas need FaceTime.
FaceTime before FaceTime. FaceTime.
That was the problem. That's why you can read. That's why you can write a song like this too. Because
what is this album?
1968.
1968.
Put that pussy on the FaceTime.
There you go. See, but that actually would have been the metaphor.
Different problems.
See, but today that would be the metaphor that they use. It wouldn't be a picture on the wall. It's like, I got this video on my phone, but it can't squeeze or. Listen.
At least the video can talk back,
At least, but people would still find an issue. I mean, listen, look at long distance. Actually, this reminds me of a long distance relationship. I know it's probably about like a breakup or like somebody who's. Well, no, it might be about somebody who's far away because it sings like that. It sounds like that, like somebody that like you're with, but you can't touch them physically, or maybe they've passed away. Also, it could be a deceased lover. But no, I love this track. And I think. Marketing wise, it's a great way to start the album because it reminds people automatically of the last hit. Like it's called Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing. Their last hit album, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. You're bringing people right back into the ain't. You have a similar kind of song energy with it, and it's like, oh yeah, I did like them from that last thing. Even if you don't remember who they are exactly, you're like, I did hear them do that thing. So I like that they start off.
That's a crazy observation. That's nice.
Yeah, I noticed that. So yes. Vocally, blend is incredible. Let's keep going on number 2. Keep on loving me. Yes, keep on loving me, honey. Again, from Ashford and Simpson. This one, another call and response. This one was not really like a really big hit, but what I like about it is that it feels like a continuous conversation. Like the whole song is fast paced. It's building. Like there's no break in the song. I like it. Marvin, when he says keep on loving me and then the instruments stop and they come and they follow his voice a little bit, it's like I don't know who decided that in the studio, if he was going to lead or the instrumentation was going to lead, but it was brilliant because he has a voice that can meld with these, especially the type of instruments they were using in those days on that Motown classic sound. It follows so well. The song I wrote, it's satisfying. I listen to Keep on Loving Me and I feel I'm like, okay, it's track 2. I'm here for it. Starting off very strong.
That was a great song. Continues, of course, the theme of love, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, there's a lot of love and longing here, either breakups or but and they're also on a very classic Motown sound because Motown had this way of like this thing where they would have these very upbeat, energetic instrumentals, but the lyrics would be like kind of like longing or breakup or darker things, but it would just be a juxtaposition. So Motown did that a lot, like with the Supremes and with Stevie and with a lot of people. So it fits the theme. And then we get into the title track of the album, number 3. It's called You're All I Need to Get By. Again, written by Ashford and Simpson, these genius motherfuckers. I'm sorry. Like, how do you write these 3 tracks? And then as a person who writes songs, like you would get into a place inside and you would get with your writing partner and y'all would come up with these 3 compositions and then have to give it to somebody else. Is insane. Because You're All I Need to Get By is classic. We've heard it countless times. We've heard it in so many. I think this is one of those pivotal soundtrack songs. Like Shonda Rhimes hates to see Marvin Gaye and Tammi Terrell collab coming. She'll use it in all her shows. She loves them and Aretha. She loves a good Aretha soundtrack placement as well. This one, it's about deep, committed love. You're all I need to get by. People aren't saying that no more. We're not doing that no more. You're All I Need to Get... First of all, that's actually toxic. When you think about it.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
So you already know me, I'm always about the samples.
I don't know. If you're about to ask me what's the sample, I don't know it.
No, you mentioned it at the beginning of the show. Redman and Method Man retook it. Method Man and Mary J.
Yeah. Okay.
They retook.
Okay, I thought you meant another one, because we took.
Right. But now, there's two versions of that song. And Saturday, maybe you can hop into that question too. So there's two versions of that song. Of the Your All I Need. The Method Man and Mary J. Blige one. Mm-hmm. Which one do you guys prefer? The P. Diddy version or the original version?
Anyways.
No, sir. Which one do you prefer?
What's the name of the songs?
You're All I Need.
I like the original one.
Dun, 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 dun. The more rugged one?
No, I don't like that one.
Or the dun, 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 dun. Because there's two different versions, you know that, right?
Which one is the one I hear most often? It can't be the
Well, that's why I'm curious to find out which one you refer to.
I'm referring to the regular one.
To the regular one?
Yes.
Okay, so that's not the Diddy version.
Okay, merci.
I'm seeing Method Man.
She did heads and tail and.
Because I was like, I feel like he was trying to trick me, so I was just like.
What'd you say Saturday?
I'm gonna say Method Man.
No, but there's two versions. The original, the one on Method Man's album, and then there's a Puff Daddy remix, which is also super sick. I personally like the Puff Daddy remix.
I want to get back to the theme of the song, because I was saying that even though it's a beautiful sentiment, telling somebody that you're all I need to get by is a lot of pressure on a person. Okay.
That's also like. This is bad, like therapy. It's someone you're on to get by.
That's a lot. It's a lot on me. Like, wow.
It's a very, safe and healthy relationship at that point.
I definitely think it's not a healthy relationship, but it makes for a beautiful. Listen, it's not a. It's a problem, but at that in those times we knew what a metaphor was. Okay, we're not saying that like when Tony said she's not gonna breathe again, she didn't mean she was gonna suffocate. Okay, she meant I love you that much. Okay, we just not loving in metaphor no more. Like we not loving in simile.
Because consent requires clear and concise words.
Well, I guess. But again, so we're following the theme of needing love, deep love, soulful recordings. It's following that thematic. This is an incredible vocal performance. The whole song is building. By the time they get to the end, they're like wailing, and I'm like, oh, Marvin, I'm so like he doesn't always get into his bag like that, and Tammi kept right up, and I was like, yes, that's why it's the part in the movie where the girl runs to him and they they're together now, and after the whole movie they weren't, and that's what they created it for. That's like back Motown was creating cinematic experiences, and we don't do that anymore. That's the problem. Like Sweet and Morning Dew, I took one look at you and it was plain to see you were my destiny.
Words.
Let's go, Paul. Okay. Alright, so actually it's so cool if you can actually hear in the recording, fun fact, moments where Marvin Gaye is encouraging Tammi to sing, like when he goes like, come on Tammi, like he's actually encouraging her to go higher, and these were actually moments in the studio that it was kept in the recording, so a little piece of history. I wrote, actually starting with these 3 songs is insane. This is an insane 3-song run. You could actually just stop here. But then we go into Baby Don't You Worry, written by Harvey Fuqua, Johnny Bristol, and Sylvia Moy. This one it's a little more relaxed, because we just came off 3 very powerful, very soulful tracks, and this one is it's very flowery, is what I would say. It's
Interesting, because I had a bit of a different take on it.
Really? I feel like it's relaxed.
I felt it was a bit more moving, a little bit more. I tried to even I said it felt a little bit more jazzier, but I don't even feel like jazzy is really the sound. It just feels a little bit more pep, because to your point, the first 3 tracks, for real, honestly, the first 3 songs, they're very large.
Yeah.
They almost kind of sound the same, to be honest. They all have kind of the same.
They have the same structure.
Structure and all that. Yeah, but then when it gets to this song, it kind of breaks that cycle to the point.
Yeah. I wrote actually that this song is not flashy. It's like a class on how to sing with restraint. So it's almost like they're crooning, but in a way of it's just softer. So I think it's basically if they're looking at how to sequence the album and they're listening to what they have, they're like, yo, we need something a little more We need y'all to chill a little bit here. And this is when Baby Don't You Worry comes.
Well, that's the part where I feel, I don't know.
You think you actually think it has more energy?
I feel, yeah, it's kind of like, okay, guys, get a bit edgier. You know, back in the days, getting edgier sounded like this type of deal. That's
this was their edgy.
Well, Saturday, I'm curious to know what's your take on that song. Because it definitely, to your point, once again, it definitely breaks the cycle. It is a break,
yeah. It just depends. Right? We're just debating how it breaks it.
Yeah, you're saying it goes into more of a slow down pace?
It's not slow at all. The BPM is higher.
No, I think what I'm talking about is in the way of its delivery. I think it's sung more relaxed. Like, it's sung more...
And I'm saying it sounds a little bit edgier.
I feel like it's more...
You think they're singing with more intensity?
It's more aggressive. It's not belting, but it doesn't mean it's less aggressive. Even the fact there's horns that come in, and the structure of, like, how do it end with the horn, they should come and sing Don't Worry About Me. There's, like, a whole play being, like, created here, where it's, like, high energy. Like, you could... The other ones do they're ballads, so they feel bigger.
Right.
Yeah.
This one definitely, you feel like it's a lot more up tempo. Well, not a lot more tempo, it's definitely up tempo.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. It's not quite noticeable because once again, the type of sound that
Motown,
right? Because they're singing softer.
Yeah.
But that's what I was saying. I said in the way that it is sung, in the way that it's delivered, it's more relaxed in their delivery than how they went at the big pop ballads, like for the 3 previous ones. I'm not saying that the song is actually slow.
Well, have the people decide. Let us know what you think in the
comment below. I would love to see
how you feel.
Yeah, what's the name of the song?
Baby Don't You Worry.
Baby Don't You Worry.
I would just like to also say that the fact they wrote Don't You Like That is cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the song.
Niggas been hating on how you an artist write words. Whole time nigga wrote Don't You with a CH.
It's almost like they did the first 3 songs and it's like, it's like big song, big moment, blah, blah, blah. And then let's do something for the young fellas. You know?
Yeah.
Niggas. You know what I mean? Don't you worry, young fellas. You know what I mean?
It was like today, they have some 808s on that part. They have like a Summer Walker feature.
That's actually facts, though. No, Summer Walker
She could always kill that too.
But yeah, then we get number 5. You Ain't Living Till You Lovin'. Again, by my faves, written by Ashford and Simpson.
If you like this song.
Wow. Ça, c'est une bonne question.
Because you say you're giving the stats.
This one is not my favorite.
Yeah.
I will be honest with that. But actually, I was going to say it in my notes, but I usually like to let them know a little theme of the song if they haven't heard it. It's about the transformative power of love. Actually, you could have guessed that by the title. If you ain't living till you're loving.
This nigga's going through hell.
No way. Is that a lie though? Because actually, I want to pose that question because I wrote it. Is it, like, it's a little bit of a deeper question, but truly, do you think that life has to be marked by love to be worth living? And I think, for me, the answer is yes. I feel like that's the greatest...
What type of love, though? Cause
it could be, you have to be, I feel like...
Because this song just sounds like attachment issues.
Yeah. Asking the right questions, Saturday.
What kind of love?
Self-love.
I think it could be self-love for sure, but I think that in life, it is very important to have been loved and to be loved. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, and I think I wrote that. It doesn't have to be sexual or romantic relationship, but I think in this life, we need to truly feel what it is to be loved. Some people get that from their children. That's when they finally feel unconditional love. Some people get that from friendships. But I think that the title, when I saw the title, it just made me think, you ain't living till you're loving. It's interesting.
I mean, I feel like as you grow older, that word carries different meaning. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a father.
Yeah.
I love my children, no question.
And they love you?
And they love me.
Maybe. Okay.
I'm confident.
Damn.
Matter of fact, shout out to my daughters.
He's like, I'm confident. Yes.
With that being said, I feel like sometimes, especially in music, it's an easy sell. You know what I mean? The word love.
Yeah,
now, and basically, I'm just saying that to rebuttal your statement.
Yeah.
Because the name of the song is
You Ain't Living Till You're Loving.
Yeah, and all that to say that there's more than life than love. I mean, let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying?
Is there? Because I feel like all of our experiences
are to the point that Saturday we were saying. Sometimes you can be loving the wrong things. You know what I'm saying?
You can love the wrong things.
Yeah.
True.
You could be focusing on the wrong things.
But I mean, like you can love your friends. You love your family. Like we are marked by our relationships.
Yeah, but you know what the lyrics is talking about.
I know, but I wanted to get. I know they're talking about relationships, but they actually one of the lyrics is.
I was just bouncing on what you were saying.
No, for sure.
Stating that, like, you know, and I don't know. Me personally, I feel like,
there's more.
Yeah, there's more than love. Like, a relationship.
Relationship love.
A relationship cannot stand on love only. That's
100%. That's 100%.
Can
we call like you're not living until you're communicating type shit.
Well, I mean, you said that it's toxic, but I actually think that they talk about some of that toxic, like, because Marvin says in one of the lyrics, somebody told you that love was heartache and tears, like basically telling the
get some bars off.
That's what guys tell the girls. So you're the reason why I don't take men seriously, because you're telling me everything is a bar. Nothing is sincere.
That was a bar.
No, nothing is sincere. I should not believe no man. Because he's like, yeah, they get bars off. Even when I listen to like these other shows, like whenever somebody says a nice thing or a sweet thing, oh, he's getting off bars. So I'm like, are men ever sincere?
It's sincere. It can just still be a bar.
Man, y'all give a sister really a lot of discouragement, man.
He said, how can you call that love? You keep lying and cheating on you.
Exactly.
The whole time, Marvin Gaye was lying and cheating. This documented.
Listen, hey, yeah. Okay, well, listen, Marvin, I was trying to help you out, but, anyways.
Nah, don't come for him. He was wild.
The song, it sounds joyous, though. I feel like when they're singing it, they're happy. It sounds like they're smiling throughout the whole song, so at least it brings me some joy, that song. And then, we get into one of my faves. Give In, You Just Can't Win. Again, written by Fuqua and Bristol. This one is about, like, surrendering to love. And the theme of it actually reminds me of a Jasmine Sullivan song called Let It Burn. It's one of my favorite...
that's a big tune.
That's a lovely track. That's one of my favorite aspects of talking about love is... Because sometimes I talk to some of my guy friends and they have trouble leaning into letting it happen. Give in, you just can't win. Sometimes, like, when love comes for you, the hardest of the hardest thugs I have seen fall. I have seen them, go into museums, pottery classes. Yeah. Bridgerton.
Chill.
I'm just saying, I love it. Listen, hey, tell them, because they don't believe it. But no, I love this sentiment, like, just like, listen, I'm a hopeless romantic. That's the kind of love I want. I want the love that comes and I can't deny it. I'm like, I ain't trying to fight it, but it just happens. I feel like one thing that I feel is like Ross is completely jaded from love. Who hurt you?
Jaded from love?
Ever seen Motown before?
It's a scary sight.
Scary sight.
I think, some healing happens, but it's not just Montreal women. Like, I think everybody's been hurt, but you don't have to.
Things that go wild.
Yeah.
No,
but you don't have to be.
For me, I just feel like.
Fuck love. No, I'm kidding.
Nah, it's just I think sometimes people are not realistic with themselves. You know what I mean? And,
about what?
About what love should be, looking like. What is love? Once again, like I said, I feel it's an easy sell.
You think they listen to love songs and movies and they think shit like that?
Type shit.
Man. Once we make rom-coms, life is gonna be
like think about the whole entire concept of like Disney movies, like like all that. Like I feel sometimes there's a lot of fairy tales type of, you know what I mean? And it's like, is life really like this? Like, life is tough,
Life be life. No, I hear you on that.
You'll fall down. You know what I mean? You'll be alone by yourself. You know what I mean? And who you got. Who you gotta love. You gotta love yourself. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know. To me,
I talk to some of my married friends and they'll tell me, like, as much as, like, and I do know some very happy marriages. I have found, like, my cousin, she's married, and like they'll tell you, like, it's work. People do think that they see the lovely TikToks, and like I have like friends, like, they'll do the vacation and like the different outfits. Yes, but people are not going to show when they're having the fights.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking.
It's all the marketing.
You know what? So on that topic, I hope we're not doing too much of a segue.
No, it's okay. I mean, it's music sparks conversation. That's what it is.
When I think about love, I think about like, damn man, shit is tough right now. You know what I mean? Things ain't doing right. And she's still there by my side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or vice versa, man. Things ain't going good. You know
so it's about the ups and the downs. Because some people are only... You're right.
You know, they'll circle in, the birds flying.
Some people, as soon as the thing starts to get a little...
Yeah. It's like, oh, that's not love. I'm like, you sure?
No.
You know what I mean?
No. You're right. But I also... Yeah, you're right. I think that... a lot of this, especially when you're talking about love songs and writers, because we write from our experiences. When somebody sits down and writes songs, they're writing from, you know, the human experience of life, right? And I think that a lot of these songs are usually from the early part of love.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? So even like a song like Given, You Just Can't Win, it's
but
like...
once again, you know, people will take that and take it at face value and just run with it. And try
and it should always be... It's not always going to be like that. That's for damn sure.
Good luck.
That's for damn sure. It's going to start like that. Y'all going to be on top of each other every 5 seconds. And then, listen, life happens. We gotta get this money. We gotta listen. I'm just saying stuff.
I think it's going through a lot. I can tell. Like it's cool. This is all projecting. I was like, oh shit, it's real out here.
Saturday said Carol 8.
I was saying we were doing too much of a segue. Shout out to Saturday for bringing us on track.
Nah, he said cannot relate. I don't know what y'all are going through.
How old are you?
25.
25?
Yeah, it ain't hit me yet. It's cool.
It's
gonna come. Like I know it's gonna come. I know. Next year.
Don't put that on him. Let him be a lover boy.
You'll be good.
That happens to everybody.
I can tell you'll be straight. I can tell, but with your attitude, the way you are, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be alright. Like, listen, I always say we overcomplicate shit in relationships or whatever, but I want to get back on Marvin's performance here. Tammy's always singing her face off. I'll just say that. But he stands out on this for me. Like, he leads her in a way that is like, oh, you have to, like, you want him to almost like record this solo once and have a version by himself because it's just like he fits so well on this instrumental. And then she brings, like, even when she's responding, it's like she contrasts his lead with some fire, with some intensity. Like, she's giving attitude in lyrics that are supposed to be kind of loving. So I like those little aggressiveness. Edgy. Yeah, edgy. Yeah, edginess, not aggressive. Yeah, edginess is a better word. So yes, that's what I like about this song. And then we get into When Love Comes Knocking at My Heart, Ashford and Simpson written again. So this is what Ross needs. He needs to open up his heart to love again. This is the type of track that is like...
Yeah, my heart is full of love, yo.
I know you do. Yeah. I'm teasing. You know, just like how you tease me.
I'm one of the most loving person on this planet, I promise.
I don't know that. You good? Okay, alright. Like, somebody
come on, stay focused.
But yeah, so you're opening up to this song. The theme is opening up to love again when love comes knocking at your heart. I feel like the harmonies here are they're more subdued, they're intimate, they're sincere. And the song also feels like a theater song, like like, you know, if you listen to a musical, it feels like like it could have been a part of a play.
Right.
It's very theatrical in its delivery. It's like very bright, and it's like in a way that's like, even the enunciation, the way they pronounce it, it's like, wow, this is interesting. It's like they're playing a part, and I don't know. Some days I like it, some days I don't. That's how I feel about this song, actually. It doesn't stand out to me, though. Did you have a comment on it, or we're good?
Excuse me. I think your head's on me for that.
Okay. So then we go and Come On and See. This is a hidden gem. Come On and See Me. People don't talk about this one on the album a lot, but it's written by Harvey Fuqua and Johnny Bristol. You know, as much as Ashford and Simpson wrote on the album, Fuqua and Bristol was putting in that work too. Okay, they're about like half and half. It's just that the ones that Ashford and Simpson wrote were hits. So, okay. I love this track. It's raw. It's bluesy. Like, it's like it has that. This is where Tammy's voice shines because she's good at the edgy, the gritty sound of her voice. She doesn't sound like she's like 22 recording this. Her voice doesn't sound like her age. She never has.
Yeah, no, Phil, the whole entire project, I think that's the craziest. Like, talk about a young woman.
Yeah.
Like,
she died 2 years later, so 24. So I mean, she was 22 recording this.
And she's out there singing like The life depended on it.
Insane. They don't even make these voices like that anymore. Because imagine, even 2 weeks, like, because Michael, we talk about Michael Jackson too, when he was like 9, singing like, Who's Loving You, he did not really, like, he sounded like some of those runs were like grown man runs. Like, which, they're not making voices like that anymore. But yeah, it excites me to hear this because it makes me want to see like a boyfriend or a lover that I don't even know I had. The way that it's sang, it's like, it's raw, it's edgy, it's like, you feel, you're right into the emotion with Tammi, and Marvin compliments her really well here, but she takes the lead here. It's intensity vocally. That's what, and you guys know, if you guys have listened to other episodes, I'm a vocals girl. There's not a lot going on in the production. It's not a flashy Motown big blah 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 production. And that's what I love. Yeah. And basically, yeah, needing connection. The lyrics are pleading, if you want it, you better come and get it. Come on and see me.
Better come and get it.
That's what I be saying. Number 9, I Can't Help But Love You. You know, hey, people was in love in the 60s, apparently. I Can't Help But Love You, written by Bristol Fuqua Bullock. That's a new name here. This one, classic theme, Uncontrollable Love. I can't help it. I'm not in control of myself. I have to love you. Toxic as well.
Yes, Saturday they called it out from the top still, yeah.
He's right in the sense that the writing back in his day, like just the... Okay, you're Haitian. So you know that sometimes...
I am Haitian.
Yes. I grew up, at least, in a household where, you know, we would watch some of those older Haitian movies or, like, hear some of those old Haitian songs. And have you ever heard a Haitian man, like, speaking game, like, in French? And it's, like, so intense.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, like, they would just be saying, like, why are you saying that? Like, you're not going to fall over and die if I don't give you my number. But, like, that was, like...
No, but it gets the job done. It's a good bar.
But also it tells me, like, people were really why do people not do that anymore? So people don't want to.
Can you imagine back in our parents' age at the time, like they would have to like write letters to each other?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's better. Why is that lame? It's better.
It's not getting it done.
That's the only way, bro. If you want to talk to a shorty, that's your only way.
Yeah, write me a letter.
That was the only option.
That's your only option, bro.
Yeah, that's why it's not effective.
They're not writing letters no more.
What you say?
It's not an effective game plan.
It's not an effective game plan.
Just because you have other means. If you didn't have no other means, you would be writing letters.
That's the point.
Okay. Anyways, the song is cute though. It's upbeat. I like that. I feel like, I do feel like there's a lot going on in the instrumental, which for me makes it that I can't focus on. It's a lot. If you listen to the song, it's like, bro, like they're doing everything on the track, and that's why it doesn't stand out, because I prefer when I can just hear them singing, and that's not what I'm hearing. So, yeah. Then we get into That's How It Is. Oh, this one's sad. That's How It Is Since You've Been Gone.
No, I just wanted to add something, that I've noticed about the album. Like,
okay, sorry. On the specific song or just the general comment?
the project as a whole. I find it interesting that, like, for a project that was done, like, in the late 60s, early 70s, not even 70s, the songs are pretty short. Like, we're talking about,
they're usually longer?
Yeah, like we're talking about like 2 minutes, and then suddenly the song that we're on right now, which is
That's How It Is Since You've Been Gone.
It's 3 minute and 4 seconds, But I just find it interesting that for an album that was made at that time, every song is like
I think Motown had
3 minutes,
I think that's Motown's signature in that time. They didn't make their songs weren't super long, especially. They do that a lot with the Supremes, and maybe it's a group thing, because I know like Stevie, like his songs were he did whatever he wanted to do because that's Stevie Wonder. But I think for like a lot of their other artists, the songs were shorter. But that is just something I have observed as well. But this song, it's melancholic, it's sad, but it's still melodic. And at times, Tammi here, what she's doing is she just whispers softly. She's crooning, she's lamenting. Like it's sad. It's like she's talking about how it's been since this person has been gone, and it hasn't been great. When you listen to it, it's pretty sad. I have to say, don't listen to this right after a breakup. You won't make it.
She's about to die.
Marvin's tone here is like, I'm melting. I love like male soul voices from this time, and he's, regardless of what people may think of Marvin Gaye, like personal life, he's just undisputable, like one of the greatest voices ever. Like I actually think he's underrated in terms of his vocal ability, but that's just me. The way he brings you in so softly here, and then he guts you. I love it. They actually say, see, that's why I said no listen after breakup. One of the lyrics, now the curtains are drawn in my lonely room and the darkness fills the air. You see, like, you
like that.
don't do it, guys. 1 star, don't recommend. And then we get into track 11, which, I feel like this follows a little story here, because right now, like, we're talking about the breakup, they're, getting sad and everything, but then we go into I'll Never Stop Loving You, Baby, which is a feeling that a lot of people can have. It's like, you can not be with the person, but still love the person. You know what I mean? Like, you still have love for the person? Does that make sense? Yeah. Not in love, I'm just saying, like,
I mean,
you can love the person.
Yeah, for sure, most definitely.
I think I would say I love all my exes.
All my exes.
You out there, are you trying to shoot your shot again?
No, that's not what no.
We'll take your shot.
That is not what I said. I said I
got the green light.
What is I got none but love for you, baby. That's all, but not in love. But yeah, the theme is Eternal Love. It's a smooth, classic Motown instrumental. It's it's like string heavy. Tammi's vocal shines here. She has a sensual elegance, and Marvin gives her the space to do that on this. This is kind of like, this is again her track. Sorry. We're here. You can see just like thematically, story wise, love wise, because we start off with big love. They're like ain't nothing like real thing. Like this is, and then you see that we're coming down to the end, and this is actually similar to what you guys may have heard us talk about last week. Nope, that's not true. I'm gonna have to cut that. Trying to remember the order of these episodes.
Still want to say 2 minutes on these or this.
No diploma, man. Yo, big shout out to my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No diploma,
No diploma. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Why we doing ads?
Why are we doing?
Shout out to my guy Malu, man. You already know.
Similar to what you guys may have heard us talk about on another album, when an album starts to wind down, sometimes they also show it through the songwriting, they show it through themes, and this is what I like when artists do. Like, I like when there's thought put into the albums. I like when even, labels are trying to create a money-making product, they're trying to create a follow-up to a hit duet album that they had before, sure, but also give me some artistic, creative vision. Don't just tell me you want my money, go buy the vinyl. You know what I mean? So that song, it starts to wind down a little bit. I'll Never Stop Loving You. Yes. Then we get into the last track, which is a very fitting last track. It's called Memory Trust. And this one actually hits close to home. I actually feel that. That's a problem. I feel it because sometimes all you have left after a relationship is just those memories. And sometimes you kind of think, it's crazy sometimes to think like, we were like everything to each other at one point, and now we're nothing. And that's what life is. It's like, it's these valleys and these changes and all that stuff.
And one thing, there's a thin line between love and hate, yeah.
Damn. Why? What? Why?
Oh, yeah.
Hate?
Yeah,
what happened?
Yeah, for sure. There's a thin line between love and hate, yeah.
You hate people?
No, I don't hate nobody.
Oh, I don't hate anybody.
No,
but what? They hate you? So there's a thin line between love and hate. I don't know where it came from.
There's nobody that hates me.
Nah, but I think what you're trying to say there is like things switch very quickly.
Exactly.
And one day it's this, and then the next day it's shit. That's what we're doing. Okay. Actually, this reminded me of a Drake line. All that's left between us is lease agreements and jewelry.
Why you say that?
Because that's all that was left between them. And here he's talking about they're both doing their good singing on these last two. Both of the last two songs, I'll Never Stop Loving You and Memory Trust, they said, we're coming to work. We're paying rent. And they're like gonna remind you, like, I would say if Tammi had lived, there would have been a third duet album. That's what.
If she has lived, crazy, so crazy.
That's a crazy way to say it.
Yeah,
Why?
Wow. That's really wild.
But that's a truth.
You can't say that. Yo, Shorty was still kicking, man.
You guys are making me laugh. It's not funny.
Yo, Tammi had lived.
RP and Shorty or whatever, but yo, she was still here. Another classic.
Go on, moving on.
I just don't even like. No, I feel like now I feel bad. I wasn't trying to be mean.
Hey man, check get your shit off. Yeah, she was alive, yo. Classic.
Fine, Red. Anyways, they ended the album nicely. Okay, they ended in a classic Motown style, upbeat instrumental but sad lyrics. Motown's favorite thing to do. It's a little slower. They're talking about all that's left. You know, they're open up their memory chest, and they'll always have that. And it's a beautiful sentiment. And we're home by midnight. You know, that's just, yeah. Did you have any thoughts on memory chest? Other than the fact that I fucked up.
No, that was funny. Just the way that you dropped it. I understand.
I get what you mean.
You're speaking from the perspective of just a music lover. Like, we're talking about the music.
Yeah.
And, you know, even like throughout the entire episode, you know, we got a bit into the, you know, thematics of love and all that, you know what I mean? We went in and out, you know what I mean? So
I feel that's what music should do. If you can't, right? if I listen to, because that's what I feel like is missing from today. I listen to the songs, I don't feel nothing, I don't feel like having no conversations about it. It's just like, okay, that was a cool song.
And definitely, the project as a whole, you know, definitely sparked some great conversation. As a project that, you know, I haven't really, you know,
you didn't live with.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about.
Project came out way before niggas was born, so.
Yeah, 68, like, I think.
It's okay, we get you're young.
You know,
no, talk about all of us.
Oh, okay.
1968. My father is 15 years old, you know? Like, that's like his time, but.
Your father was 15 and 68?
Yeah, 1968.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, am I doing the math right? I'm probably gonna have to cut that out.
Yeah, because you
math is not math right now.
Yeah,
the math is not math. But we're talking about the song Memory
Chest.
Memory Chest. Yeah, I think it's, you know, to your point, it's a great way to kind of like bring everything together. It kind of brings in the whole entire project to an end, you know. And yeah, to your point, you know, it's kind of like looking back at all the times that we had, and you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's essentially what you're left with. So the good times, you know what I mean? The good times and the bad times.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. You know, this is, honestly, for me, this is a beautiful album because I love their voices together. This is one of those things that when you listen, if people that might not know Tammi Terrell's story, she died very young from complications with brain tumors and stuff. But if people don't know, like, it's one of those marriages, when I mean like a musical marriage that happens between Marvin and Tammi Terrell, it's a thing that you don't expect. It's one of those things that happens once in a lifetime where like something like two people meet and you're like, oh shit, they just have this great chemistry. Let's just have them sing together all of our great anthems. And it's like, it's like, how did that happen? Why did that happen? Who knows? But the right place, right time, and we got some of the most classic songs that are still used today. So I definitely love that. I think it's a great segue to just go into the Bridge the Gap right now, actually. And I'll just start off.
And by the way, my father was 15.
Oh, yeah, he was doing the math. I was wondering what he was calculating. I was like, wait, okay. Shout out to Papa Ross.
Yeah.
Actually, you go first, because I went first. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think for me, I would say it's definitely Bridge the Gap. Just because, in fact, you know, it represents that era. It represents that time, you know. The loving soul singing top of the lungs. And for me, I think, you know, that's... yeah, a good representation of that time, you know. It was also during the peace and love movement, you know.
In the 60s, yeah.
You know, in the 60s.
A lot of drugs, too. That's probably why he was so happy.
Yeah, a lot of substance abuse, yeah.
Like, love did look like flowers and rainbows because...
he was doing Quaaludes and acid.
Yeah.
Before they had the studio.
I think what, you know, it was interesting when you mentioned, I think what, you know, what Motown was able to do, also with that project, they were able to give you hits after hits, and yeah, they weren't, like, the songs were pretty short, you know, especially for that time. You know,
catchy, radio friendly, just real quick. And
that's kind of like what Motown was known for. They were like a factory, literally, right? Hit factory, right? So, yeah, that's why I would say they bridge the gap. Yeah.
Love it. Okay. To me, actually, this is a tough one to say definitively bridge the gap. I actually went back and forth with my answer. The reason is... when I think of Bridge the Gap, I also think of time and space. And I think of how does it play today. As a classic music lover, for me, it plays great. But I was like, there are there's enough here that is timeless, and there were songs that I felt were very like only this specific time. So that's where I was going back and forth. But finalement, like at the end of the day,
I hear what you said. Yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I did give it a bridge the gap, but because there's enough that is like.
Can I just add? Because I like the point that you brought. Because like I said, like especially when you talk about those first 3 songs, like to me they low key kind of sound the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's so formulaic. Yeah.
That, right.
Yeah.
So it's like it's easy to kind of like forget about a song. You know. So I just want to add that. No,
for sure. There, it can blend, especially if you're not used to that style of music. It can blend into your ear. But upon like I think my second listen on getting ready for the show, I was like, you know what? It does bridge the gap, and the reason it does is this insane chemistry that Marvin and Tammi have. They sing together like they were raised in the womb together. Like it's almost like they know what the other one's about to sing. Like it's you listen to it and you don't hear people play off of each other like that anymore. So I think that for that reason, that's what makes their ballads so used in film and television and stuff like that, because they still evoke that emotion still today. It still stands true. So I will say yes, because of how many timeless and sampled classics are on here. I literally wrote that, and it's still enjoyable. It opens up a window to the past. I think Ross had said something like that a little bit, like it sounds like that time, but it definitely like you feel like you open like a memory chest, if you will.
Touche, baboon.
There you go. All right, guys. So it's time for Under the Bridge. Nope. What did you think of our Bridge the Gap?
Like I see where you guys come from. I don't think this album bridges the gap. Honestly,
that's fair.
You what you said?
I don't think this album bridges the gap. I think there are some songs on there that last this time, but they're more like the songs you play at the end of like a black movie, which is not a bad thing, but like that's like where I recognize a lot of these songs from.
Damn.
And especially for Marvin, where I'm like, what's going on bridges the gap? It's not it's not the same like tier.
Right.
It's like how people would like see this album. How
that's
people,
like which like that's his like third album. Where was he at?
In his discography?
Yeah,
he's a lot. Album.
Yeah, he has like 12
This is a duet.
How many albums was he in at that point? Because he was young at that point.
He might have been like 4 or 5 albums in. Marvin?
Yeah.
4 or 5 album.
Yeah, and also when reading about Marvin,
like solo, you mean? Like his albums?
Right.
Yeah. This is his second with Tammi though.
Yeah, like reading about Marvin's like discography, this era of his music, this is Marvin really trying to like he was being molding him into that sound that we later get, right? So this is more like just him getting the chops and learning stuff. This is never supposed to be his end all be all as an artist. And like that's what I mean when something really bridges that gap. It's kind of like the accumulation of a certain skill set that pushes the genre forward. This doesn't really push the genre forward. I feel like it's very in the genre. It's a class. There's classic songs on it, but it's not like we just take what we have here and move it.
Right.
It's like there. It fits. It's cool.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah. He was 7 albums in.
So that's still like Motown.
So it's
trying to get him
to lost also in his catalog.
In his For her, it was like. That first was an intro, because again, they were trying to make her the next, thing before the unfortunate thing happened. So introducing her with Marvin was like, bringing her on with a superstar. Somebody who has like that clout.
Right.
And also they just happened to sound really good together. So it worked. And once they got Ain't No Mountain High enough, they're like, can we do it again?
Right.
They're like, and so basically, yeah. But shout out to Motown for recognizing.
Perhaps she suffered from the sophomore slump, in your opinion, it appears?
No, I think this is just work. Like for Marvin's is like, going to the gym and just shooting those shots.
It's not only it's Marvin and
but it's still practicing. You got like running a 2-man drill like with someone. Like this isn't like, all right, we're defining genres now. We are changing.
No, you're right. Okay. So
that's what to me bridging the gap is, like when you're like pushing stuff.
Right.
Forward.
Okay, and that's why I think it's a super fair take that you disagree and you think that doesn't bridge the gap, and that's why I prefaced it with saying for me the reason to bridge the gap is because of if I look at it just purely on a vocal standpoint,
right,
they are delivering better than many singers today, and I think that for me the harmonies are not stale. There's still things that some people will still do today. They don't sound super dated. So if I look at it on that technical aspect, if I look at it on the pushing genres forward, no, they're not Stevie Wonder here. This is not what's happening at all. But, you know, I still think...
Well, I guess it goes down really to what really...
What's your
bridging the gap?
And that's why it's good that we each have a different perspective too, because it's like I knew this. It's so crazy that Saturday said that, because I knew for a fact for somebody this one wouldn't bridge the gap. I knew for a fact, because I went back and forth with it many times as I rewrote my blurb. I was like but on the second listen, by the end of Memory Chest, I was like, okay, fine, I'll give it a bridge the gap, but it's a burly for me. Right.
Yeah, didn't we do scores last time though?
We rated, yeah, but we didn't. We haven't done it, so.
Yeah, let's not rate stuff.
I don't think we have to.
It's music, man. It's just about feeling.
Yes, it's vibes. But yes, now we're gonna do Under the Bridge. Do you have one?
Yo, big shout out to my boy the Kurusal. You know, go listen to his track, Toxic Boy.
You have to wait. Pronounce it again.
Toxic Boy?
No, the name of the artist.
Kolosal.
That's his name?
Kolosal. Kolosal featuring D Joyce.
Like he's like Colossal?
Colossal, yeah. No, but yo, go listen to his music.
Okay.
That guy's actually like a
I'm not.
figure.
I'm sure that.
Like, you listen to him, you think he's like the Hulk rapper. So.
Wow. Your recommendations, I'm sure, are great. I'm just doing.
Big shout out to the Kolosal, man. Putting in work. Solitaire Records. You already know.
We love it. Okay, I love that you have a shirt called.
Yeah.
We love a supportive king. My bridge, Under the Bridge this week is from an artist named Aza, originally from MTL. Now she's doing her thing in Toronto, LA, all of these places. But Aza has a track that's not even really like, this song, I don't know how she described it as like a mantra. It's called Turn to Gold. And it's so beautiful, like it's soft, it's harmonies. But she's basically saying that everything she touches will turn to gold. And it's like, you know, calling it into your life.
Where is she from?
She's from here.
From here? Oh,
yeah. MTL. And I love the track. It puts me in a good mood. It helps me like zen out, relax. So go check it out. And that's
how come Saturday doesn't have Under the Bridge?
That's not my segment, dog. That's my segment.
That was the way you looked at me. I was like, wait, did I fuck up?
That's not even my segment.
Do you want to do Under the Bridge, or are you
Under the Bridge are just songs I like right now.
They're usually, it's like a lesser known, it's like a little discovery segment for a song that people might not know.
Nah, man, y'all got that.
Alright, well, there we go. Alright, so that's a wrap, guys, on Marvin Gaye and Tammi Terrell's You're All I Need album, released in 1968. And we'll see you guys next time.